The question is, this will be my third season in business. I run a two-man crew. I'm wondering if I need to step away to sell and market and hire someone to replace me. Absolutely. Yes, without question. There's no other reason in my mind to be in business but to give yourself a little bit of leverage. Now, if you desire to be the guy doing all the work and running a two-man crew and that's what you like and that makes you happy, fantastic. But from your message, I'm pretty certain that's not the case. So you need to start this path as soon as you can. I'm going to answer your question, but I would recommend that you go over to the website howtogrowyourbusinessfast.com. Howtogrowyourbusinessfast.com. Put in your name and email address, and the website will send you two videos. One is of a talk I gave with Planet. It was a webinar about how to get off the truck and basically get out of the field. I think it was about an hour. And then I also gave a talk at GIE in 2013, and it's a little bit geared towards bigger companies, but there's a bunch of stuff in there that you could take away. And that's an hour-long talk that I gave. I think it's more like an hour and a half. So I would highly recommend that you read those two resources, or actually watch those two resources. So you need to get out of the field. Watch my videos about how to hire an office assistant. You're not ready for an assistant yet. Now, the watch out here is that, let's say you go hire somebody to take over your position and now you're free. What are you going to do? What's your plan of action? So I think a lot of people stay in the role of running the crew because they can't get their head around exactly what will I do to grow this business. Because if you can't answer that question, then you keep saying, you know what, I'm not quite ready yet. I'll do it next year. Kind of like procrastination. Because you don't know what to do, you're procrastinating. And I'm not saying that's what you're doing. I'm just saying watch out for that. So how do you solve the potential procrastination problem? You need a plan. What's the plan? So if you free yourself up so that you don't put yourself out of business, how are you going to bring in new business? What are you going to do? Are you going to knock on doors? Are you going to put out door hangers? What is it? Are you going to talk on the telephone? So just because you're freed up doesn't mean that anything magical is going to happen. You've got to now know what you're going to do. And so it might be a scenario at first where you say, okay, here's what I can do. Over the winter, I'm going to get a great website put together. I'm going to start working on my SEO or pay-per-click or content marketing. If you don't know what any of that means, do some Google searches. You figure out what a door hanger is going to look like. Maybe you put together a gift card or referral program to garner new business. You watch my videos and learn about marketing and think of, let's say, 3 ways. Limit it to just a few ways that you're going to go get new clients and get that stuff all worked out over the winter. And then you start doing it. If you don't have enough money to put out the door hangers, then you do the door hangers. So you take your guys that help you and you guys all go put out door hangers. But simply freeing yourself up will have no effect on the business. Freeing yourself up where you're taking some form of action, door hangers, knocking on doors, doing something. Now that will move you forward. So I would say first make your plan. Exactly what are you going to do? And be ridiculously specific. Don't just say, I'm going to put out door hangers. No, you have to know, I am going to go to this neighborhood on this day, and I'm going to put out 500 door hangers. And then I'm going to go the next day to this neighborhood, and I'm going to put out 500 more. You need to have all of this, you've got to know exactly what it is, because if you don't, you're going to hire somebody, you're going to now be free, and you're going to have this task of, I need to put out door hangers, and you're not going to know where to start. And your brain's going to want to just shut down and say, you know what, we'll do that tomorrow. And then you're going to find miscellaneous stuff to do in your business that's not really important because you don't know how to do the most important thing. So spend the time now to think through exactly what it means to put out door hangers, exactly what it means to get a website up and running, exactly what it means to go knock on a door and sell certain things, or go knock on all your existing clients' doors and try to sell them something else, and be ridiculously specific where you know step by step what to do, almost to the point that you could hand it to a friend or a business partner or an employee, and they would look at it and have a pretty good idea of exactly what to do if they were going to do it. And if you do that, you'll overcome the biggest hurdle to growing and getting started. You'll have an action plan. And once you get out of the business and you start doing this and practicing this because it's a new role, you won't have to do that anymore. I'm just saying do that here at first so that you guarantee yourself a level of success when you do hire somebody to replace you. But the very simple answer that I could have answered in 10 seconds is a yes. But if you don't take the action I described to go with the yes of getting out of the field, then you may not be overly successful. So you've got to make sure that when you get free, almost all of your time is devoted to selling and marketing activities. If you free yourself up and 80% of your time's devoted to inconsequential things like maintenance and all the other miscellaneous things you'll be able to imagine and feel like are really important that you've got to do, and 20% is devoted to sales and marketing, you might as well have stayed in your old role of doing the work and then just work extra hours to do sales and marketing. So if you do it right, you absolutely want to get off that truck, and you want to do it this year, not next year. Good luck.